Hey there, Eagles Nation. Picture this. It's a crisp fall evening in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, where the passion for football runs deeper than the Schuylkill River. You got fans packing Lincoln Financial Field, belting out that iconic Fly, Eagles Fly chant that echoes through the stands like a battle cry. And right now, with the NFC heating up, we've got a story that's got Eagles fans grinning from ear to ear and Giants fans, well, probably hiding under their blue jerseys. I'm your host, diving into the latest buzz from the NFL. And today, we're talking about Saquon Barkley, the powerhouse running back who's turned from a New York headache into Philadelphia's secret weapon. But hold on, because this new twist from his upcoming documentary, it's pure gold for Birds fans. Let's break it down. First off, if you're just tuning in, here's the scoop straight from the New York Post, who got an early peek at Barkley's new docuseries dropping on Amazon Prime this Thursday. And talk about perfect timing. It's right before the Eagles clash with the Giants on Thursday Night Football. Remember back in July 2023? Barkley, then still with the Giants, was in the thick of contract talks that were going nowhere fast. Frustrated, he straight up asked the team for permission to seek a trade. Yeah, you heard that right. He wanted out. And who could blame him after years of grinding through injuries and a team that couldn't quite capitalize on his talent? But Giants owner John Mara, he shut that down quicker than a safety blitz. I'm not going to do that, Mara told him flat out. That makes no sense for us. To be honest with you, it's not going to be in your long-term best interest to do that. There's no way that I would allow that at this point. You are too valuable to this franchise. Valuable? Sure, but apparently not valuable enough to lock in a deal that made sense for both sides. Then there's Giants GM Joe Schoen jumping in, sounding downright exasperated. Picture this. Barkley's chilling, playing Madden of all things, and Schoen's like, "You sure you think this is a right course of action?" He even hinted they want a first or second round pick in return, and warned that going public could make Barkley look like an idiot. Ouch! The Giants felt they'd already stretched with their offer, putting him in elite company among running backs. Reports say they were just $2 million apart on a 3-year deal with guarantees, but it wasn't enough. Fast forward, and Barkley bolts to the Eagles in March 2024 on a 3-year, $37.75 million contract, then inks a 2-year, $41.2 million extension in March 2025. Eagles fans, you know the rest. Saquon's been a beast in green, racking up yards and touchdowns like it's nothing. From the Giants side, yeah, I get it. They were coming off that 2022 playoff run, had just extended Daniel Jones, re-signed guys like Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard, traded for Darren Waller, and drafted speedster Jalen Hurts. Trading Barkley then, it didn't fit their puzzle. But hindsight's 2020, folks, and right now, it's the Eagles laughing all the way to the end zone. Now, let's dive deeper into what this means for the Birds. Saquon Barkley isn't just any running back. He's a Penn State legend, drafted second overall by the Giants in 2018. And he's got that rare combo of speed, power, and vision that makes defenses sweat. Remember his rookie year? Over 1,300 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, and Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. But injuries plagued him in New York. ACL tear in 2020, ankle issues in 2021. Yet even then, he bounced back in 2022 with 1,312 yards and 10 scores, helping the Giants snag a wild card spot. Fast forward to Philly, and under head coach Nick Sirianni's creative offense, Barkley's thriving. This season alone, through the first few games of 2025, he's already eclipsed 500 rushing yards, with yards per carry average north of 5.0. Pair him with Jalen Hurts' dual-threat magic. Hurts, the Alabama and Oklahoma standout who's rewritten Eagles records with his poise and arm strength. And you've got a backfield that's unstoppable. Think about it. The Eagles' offensive line, anchored by future Hall of Famer Jason Kelce before his retirement, and now with studs like Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata, creates highways for Barkley. It's like handing him the keys to a Ferrari. And don't get me started on the receiving core, A.J. Brown, the Ole Miss product who's a bully in the air with those contested catches, and Devonta Smith, the Heisman winner from Alabama, who's as slippery as they come. This offense is balanced, explosive, and it's got the Giants regretting every second of those failed negotiations. Historically, This fits right into the Eagles' legacy of turning cast-offs into stars. Remember, Philly's got a rich history at running back. Think Wilbur Montgomery in the 80s, leading them to Super Bowl 15, or Brian Westbrook in the 2000s, the shifty Villanova kid who was McNabb's right-hand man. And speaking of Donovan McNabb, that Syracuse sensation who quarterbacked the Eagles to 5 NFC championship games and a Super Bowl appearance in 2004. The team's only Lombardi trophy came in 2017, that magical underdog run with Nick Foles stepping in for Carson Wentz, beating Tom Brady's Patriots 41-33 in Super Bowl 52. Philly special. Anyone? That trick play is still talked about in bars across the city. But the rivalry with the Giants? Oh, it's personal. Dating back to 1933, these NFC's foes have clashed over 180 times, with Philly holding a slight edge at 93-87-2. Iconic moments? How about the miracle at the Meadowlands in 1978, when Herm Edwards scooped up a fumble handoff for a touchdown to stun New York? Or more recently, the 2010 miracle at the New Meadowlands, with Deshaun Jackson's punt return walk-off. And the Cowboys? Don't even start. That another blood feud, with Dallas's star helmet clashing against the Eagles' midnight green. The Commanders? They're in the mix too, but nothing stirs the pot like Eagles-Giants. Philly fans are notorious, passionate, rowdy, the kind who threw snowballs at Santa back in '68, but loyal through thick and thin. And with Barkley now in the fold, it's like stealing the Giants' crown jewel. Statistically, let's crunch some numbers. In his Giants tenure, Barkley averaged 4.4 yards per carry over 74 games, with 5,211 rushing yards and 35 touchdowns. With the Eagles, in just over a season and a half, he's at 4.8 yards per carry, already over 2,000 yards and 18 scores. That's efficiency, folks. Compare that to the league. He's top 5 in rushing this year, helping the Eagles rank second in total offense. Defensively, the Birds are no slouch either. Echoing the days of Reggie White, the Minister of Defense who sacked quarterbacks 124 times in green, or Brian Dawkins, Weapon X, the safety who embodied Philly's grit with 26 interceptions and a Hall of Fame plaque. Imagine if I caught up with Barkley post-practice. In a fictional chat, he'd probably say something like, "Man, Philly's embraced me like family. The fans here, they're electric. Leaving New York was tough, but landing with the Eagles? Best decision ever. We're building something special." Or picture Jalen Hurts chiming in. "Saquon's a warrior. He opens up the passing game, keeps defenses honest. Together, we're unstoppable." Even a die-hard fan at a South Philly tailgate might yell, "Giants blew it. Saquon's ours now. Fly, Eagles, fly." Looking ahead, this documentary drops just in time to fuel the fire for Thursday's matchup. The Eagles, sitting at 4-1 early in 2025, are eyeing another deep playoff run. A win over the Giants could solidify their NFC East lead, especially with Barkley facing his old team. Talk about revenge tour. Predictions? I'll go bold. Eagles 31, Giants 17, with Barkley rushing for 150 yards and 2 scores. Long term, this could impact the draft. Giants might be picking high if they keep stumbling, while Philly's set for contention. But injuries loom. Barkley's history means the Eagles must manage his workload wisely. And what about pop culture ties? Barkley's doc on Amazon Prime? It's like Hard Knocks meets a redemption story, perfect for binge watching before the game. Or think of it as the NFL version of The Last Dance, peeling back the curtain on front office drama. Eagles trivia alert. Did you know the team's founded in 1933, named after the National Recovery Administration's Eagle symbol during the Great Depression? Or that their fight song, Fly, Eagles, Fly, is a staple at every home game, getting 70,000 fans on their feet? Wrapping this up, Eagles fans, this Barkley saga is a reminder of why we love the sport. The twists, the rivalries, the triumphs. The Giants might have thought they had him locked down, but Philly swooped in and turned him into a legend in green. So, grab your jerseys, fire up Amazon Prime for that doc, and tune in Thursday for what promises to be an epic showdown. Will Barkley run wild? Can the Eagles keep soaring? Only one way to find out. Watch with us. cheer loud, and remember, fly, Eagles, fly. Until next time, this is your NFL anchor signing off. Go Birds!